another video with the girl Carol. And today, guys, we're going to talk about how to leave the past where it's at. And we're also going to talk about why we should leave the past where it's at. But you guys already know, before we get into that good old topic, if you feel like you can benefit from some encouraging videos, by all means, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, click like, share, comment, and also hit that little bell to get notifications every time I drop a video, because you do not want to miss these wonderful, awesome, motivational, inspirational videos. But okay, so let's get into the topic. Okay, so how to leave the past where it's at. So before we get into that, let's talk about why we should leave the past where it's at. Okay, so I feel like we should leave the past where it's at because it brings on so much negative energy and negative mood, and just have you all over the place. You're depressed, you're mad, you're sad, you're upset. You have triggers that are being triggered. You're snapping on people. I just feel like it's just not good for you at all to just dwell on the past. And I also don't think that it's really good for us to always stay focused on the future, because we're missing out on what's going on right now. We can't elevate. We can't become who we need to be. We can't focus on our goals and our dreams because we're so focused on either the past or the future. So I feel like we need to stay present in what's going on right now. So I have wrote down a few little tips on how to get out of the past. Okay, so tip one, I feel like we need to focus more on the present. So we need to focus more on the present so we can be so we can think clearer, we can be happy, and we can enjoy life. We can reach some of our goals, our dreams, or all of our goals and our dreams. And I just feel like when we are focused in the past, we're allowing ourselves to be in these closed doors that don't unlock, that don't open, and we're not allowing ourselves to walk into doors that are open for us, that God has open. God has these doors open for us and ready for us to walk through, but we can't even do that because we're so focused and stuck on the past. And the past could have happened yesterday. Something could have happened 2 weeks ago. Something could have happened a month ago, a year, 5, 10, whatever the past looks like to you, you got to get out of it. You can't dwell on it, because before you know it, you'll be depressed, down, sad. You ain't taking care of yourself. You can't take care of your family and your kids because you're so stuck on what has happened. What has happened. Like you got to let it go. I need you to come on back. I need you to be in the present. I need you to get up out the past. Don't worry about the future. Take it day by day. You're making it harder for yourself because you're stressing about the future, and then your mind is then 2 seconds later you worried about what happened to you 5 days ago. I need you to worry about today. I need you to worry about today, and you worry about tomorrow when tomorrow comes. Period. Okay. So tip 2, don't hesitate to get the pain off your chest. Venting, to me, I think is very, very beneficial. But don't dwell in it. When you're venting to get it off of you. So every time you it's like you're taking a layer off of that pain, off that hurt, off of that mask that you have up. So when you vent, it's like a layer is coming off. I can breathe. Let me take it up another notch. So the more you expose your pain and find ways to cope with it, I feel like it can turn around for your good. And that pain, and through your pain and the things that you went through, you can help someone else overcome the same pain that you've been through. So I think it's very beneficial to vent and to get some coping skills to deal with those triggers and those things that are holding you back. Yeah. Everybody's not ready to share their story. Everybody's not ready to have everybody all in their business, or to be vulnerable to people. That's why it's good to talk to therapists, counselors, a life coach. It's good to be able to speak to someone, a family member that is biased and that is a good listener, somebody that whatever that looks like to you, in a person, it's good to let that out. It's good to let it out, because if you keep suppressing those feelings and you keep hiding behind what has happened to you, or just whatever, if you keep hiding, period, it's not good. It's not good for you. You're not going to grow. You're not going to elevate. You're not going to be happy. None of the good things are gonna come, because you got that wall up. It's blocking everything that God has for you. You can't even see what God has for you because you're behind a closed door, locked in the darkness. Like, no, we need you to come up out of there again, and we need you to come right here. We need you in the present. We need you in the now, so you can enjoy what God has for you. We need you to get a breath of fresh air. We need you to see the sunlight. Yes, so don't hesitate to vent, because it's really good for you. Okay, so tip 3, accept the past as it is. So a lot of us dwell on, man, why this had to happen to me? Man, why this had to happen? Man, why not? None of us are exempt from pain, from anything happening in our lives. No one is exempt. No one can stop what's going to happen. So whatever has happened to us, we have to learn to accept that we can't change it. That doesn't mean we're going to forget. That doesn't mean that it's just, not like, let's see, it's not that we're going to forget it, or I'm trying to say something without being just say, okay, like my dad is no longer here, and I was a daddy's girl. When I began to accept the fact that I can't bring him back, there's nothing I can do to bring him back. And when I accepted that, I started looking at it started looking at it differently. And I started looking at how he was when he was living. I was a daddy's girl. There's nothing he wouldn't do for me. The laughs that we had, the music that he shared with me, men 6 and 7 singing Isley Brothers, and like those good memories that I have. I cherish those memories. I don't really think about his moment where he was just so sick and he wasn't the father that I've known all my life. You think your dads are Superman, or he's a superhero, and it's just, I don't dwell on that, because I can't change it. I can't change that he had cancer and that he's no longer with us. That's something that I can't change. If I could, I would. I'm getting emotional because I was a daddy's girl. That was my dude. That was my guy. That was my first love. That was the man that showed me how to be treated. And yeah. So I can't change it. But I accept the fact that he's no longer here. But I can't dwell on it, because I know me. I'll be depressed somewhere in a corner, like, leave me alone, screaming, leave me alone. So, I chose to accept the fact that he wasn't here, and I chose to celebrate him, and I chose to remember him, how he was when he was healthy, and nothing but good times. And I thank God that I was in a 2-parent home, and God showed me how a husband's supposed to treat a wife. And so I'm thankful for that. And I choose to look at that and to always remember him for that, instead of the sickness and him not being here anymore. Now, do I be like, man, I wish he could have met my husband. Man, I wish he could see the kids now. Man, I wish he could see his great grandchildren. Yes, I do. But I don't stay in that moment, and I don't let myself linger and get upset and cry. And not saying that you don't supposed to cry. I'm saying, like, be depressed about it. I choose to be happy for his life. And without him, I wouldn't be here. And without him, my kids wouldn't be here. And because I don't know. So I just want to, I don't know. But anyway, I just want to give an example, because that's losing a parent. I haven't lost a child. So I can only speak on losing a father. And that was really devastating at that moment. Very, very devastating. And it's still devastating, but I choose not to dwell on that. I choose not to, because I want to be happy now. I want to be happy. And so in order for me to be happy and stay happy, I have to always put my mind in a positive atmosphere. And death, whether you want to look at it this way or not, but death is just a part of our life. Someday we all are going to, have to die. But anyway, we're not going to go on that, because I don't want, that's a little too dark for me. And this is all about happiness. And yeah, so we're going to get off of that. But yeah, that was just to say, I had to accept it. I had to accept it, period. So yeah, we're going to get off of that, because anyway, I don't like talking about dark things. I don't even want my YouTube channel to be about darkness. So I don't always want to dwell on all the negative. I want to talk about the issues that occurs, but I want to always help someone overcome those issues. I just want to bring happiness and joy to everyone that I touch, everyone that I see, everyone that I meet. That's just me. I just want to be a light, not the darkness. So yeah. Anyway, okay, some more tips. That was tip 3. So tip 4, remain conscious of your thoughts. Okay, so to remain conscious of your thoughts, because sometimes you can slip into a negative thought, and before you know it, your whole mood can change. Before you know it, you're just in a whole negative state. You're yelling at everybody, you're mad, you don't even know why you're feeling this way, but you have to be aware so you can reverse it. You gotta reverse it. You're starting to think negative. You're starting to take your mind back to the past. You're worried about the future. You gotta bring it back. You gotta bring it back and think about how wonderful today is. How wonderful it is just to wake up and just to see another day, to be with your family. You have to think positive thoughts. You gotta think positive, because if you don't, you'll go back to square one. And the goal is to stay in the present. Not saying that you're going to not fail. We fail daily. But the thing is to get back up and get back on track. That's the thing. That's the goal. To get back up and get back on track. Okay. So the next tip is to make a commitment to remain in the present. So you got to make a commitment to yourself. So when you feel yourself slipping, you got to be, again, you got to bring it back. You got to bring it back, because whatever the past, well, for me, the past triggers me. Like when I get to dwelling on what somebody did to me and all the bad things, it's a trigger to me. It changes my mood. It has me feeling some type of way. So I'm committed to be present, because even I can drift in the future, and I used to think about the future and get anxiety and get all over the place, and then I start to stress and worry and all of that. Like that ain't good for me. So I'm choosing to stay in the present and just love where I'm at and focus on where I'm at. Because if I do that, and I'm not saying I'm perfect, I'm not saying that my mind don't go into the past, I'm not saying that my mind don't even go into the future, but I have to bring it back, because if I don't, I'll be all over the place. So we're just saying you just need to commit to staying in the present. Okay, I'm gonna give you one more tip. Be aware of your surroundings. It says there are a lot going on around you, but if you don't take the time to just stop and smell the roses, you might miss out. So if you're so focused on the past and you're not living in the present, everything that's going around you, the whole world just passing you by, because you're so stuck. You're stuck. Period. So we need you everybody needs you to everybody needs you to just be aware of your surroundings. Just be aware of your surroundings and just be happy and just enjoy life. Period. We are so focused. We're in a time where we're so focused on social media. We're so focused on who got this and who doing better than this, and oh, they doing better than me, and oh, they got this and I can't get. We're so focused on the wrong things that our mental state is just all over the place. We need to focus on ourselves, focus on the present, take it day by day. And this is for me too, because I have to take things day by day, because if I don't, because my mind goes everywhere. My mind is be all over the place. And if I don't take it day by day, I'm not my best self. And I have to be my best self for me. And I have to be my best self for my family. Because when I'm good, they good. When I'm not good, they're not good. Period. I set the tone. Because that's just who I am. I set the tone. So I have to work on being in the present. And I want you to work on being in the present, because if you're all over the place and if you're in the past and even in the future, you can't focus. You can't focus. You wonder why you're so sad and down and depressed, and you can't do the things that you want to do. You ain't accomplishing goals, and because you're not in the present. You're not where you need to be. We need you right here. So bring it back. Come on from in the future. Come on from out that past and focus on what's going on right now. Period, guys. Period. Think about it. Just sit and think about, what do you think about all day long? And think about what you're thinking about. How does it affect you? Are you mad? Are you angry? Do you get anxiety? Are you depressed? Like, what is it? What is it? Fix you. Fix you. Because when you fix you, and stop worrying about fixing everybody else. Fix you. Because when you're good, everything is good around you. Everything is good around you. So, you guys just stay prayerful. Can't even talk, guys. Pray all the time. We'll say it like that. Pray all the time. Talk to God all the time. He is the best counselor, therapist, life coach, doctor, lawyer, whatever you need. He's the best. He's the best. He's number one at everything that he do. So if you need to you're not ready to talk to a therapist, you're not ready to, just pour your heart out to everybody or whatever, talk to him. He don't tell your secrets. He gonna tell you right from wrong. He gonna tell you where you should go, where you need to be. He gonna tell you where you need to come from. He gonna tell you everything that you need. God is awesome all the time. So always put him first. And when you put him first, I guarantee you, he's not gonna lead you no wrong way. He's not gonna have you over here. He's not gonna have you over there. But the key is you have to listen to him. And you have to know and trust and believe in him. Because he's not gonna steer you wrong. But you have to listen. You have to be obedient. You just can't want to listen, but you don't do what he say. You have to be obedient, because with obedience, it comes rewards. It comes rewards and happiness and joy. God is love. God is love, and love is an action word, and it's just so full of life, and it's so full of happiness, and it's just so full of everything that you desire. Love is it. God is love, and love God, and listen to everything that he tells you. I'm telling you, he ain't gonna stray you. He ain't gonna have you all over here where you don't need to be. He's gonna have you exactly where you need to be. So listen to him, be obedient, love him, trust him. Trust who you are. Trust yourself, love yourself. Remember, you are awesome. You are amazing. You are wonderful in everything that you do. Get your butt out that past mentally, so you can be what you need to be mentally, physically, spiritually. Get your butt out of that past and stay out the future. Stay in the present. Love what's going on today. Don't worry about tomorrow. Focus on today. And I promise you, your life will seem brighter. Your life will be better. You'll be better. You'll be a breath of fresh air. So, yes. So stay blessed. Remember, faith over fear. I love you guys. And until next time, mwah.